Hello everybody, this is Money Mom. Welcome back to the channel. I'm going to be uploading this video Wednesday. And instead of doing a cooking video, I wanted to talk to you guys about when is it okay to throw out food. Kind of a controversial subject because on all these frugal channels, which I understand why, they talk about, you know what, let's not throw away food. Let's make sure that we're a good steward of what we have. Freeze it, preserve it, share it. You put it in a compost pile. Do everything we can to not waste food. Try to have a zero waste kitchen or as close as you can. I so agree with that. I definitely hate to see food waste, 100%. But I do think that we should talk about it on these frugal channels. And when is it okay to throw out food? And I wanted to talk about that. First of all, we don't want to put our health at risk. And I've seen frugal people put their health at risk by eating food that really isn't safe to eat. And so I did want to share that with you. And also food that will be putting your health at risk. And I'll get into that in a moment. One of the biggest things, and this is what I do, a lot of times I know folks that won't eat expired food. Like if I bought a box of cereal that expired a month ago, I would just see if it's stale. And you know what? I would most likely eat it. I don't think something like that's going to hurt us. Mostly it's meat or dairy to me, but the best way to know is smelling it, feeling it, maybe touching it, whatever you need to do, looking at it closely to see if it's safe to eat. Just by using your senses, you can kind of tell, and when in doubt, throw it out, right? So, I wanted to tell you when I feel we should throw out food. Number one, when items have been setting out on the counter too long. Have you guys ever been to a picnic? And I have. When the weather's outside and it's warm out and people will bring potato salad or macaroni salad. I don't know why, but I've never been one that likes a lot of mayonnaise or that type of thing in my salad or salad dressing. And after a while, with the sun on it, you can see that it's starting to turn and flies have been on it. To me, I would not feel comfortable eating something like that that's been out a long time. So anything that's been out on the counter or outdoors for a long time, I personally do not feel safe eating it. And as you can tell by looking at me, I'll pretty much eat anything not nailed down. Number two, and I'm very particular about this, meat with any kind of weird smell, and I've seen some at meat departments, by the way, a weird color, a strange smell, you know, something of that nature. I do not eat that at all. I don't feel comfortable with that at all. That would be something else. Number three, and this has happened to me before and I didn't realize it, buying a package that's slightly opened. And I brought it back to the store and got my money back. So if you have something that's slightly opened, I'm talking the seal inside the package, I don't really feel that that is safe to eat. And this is a biggie. Number four is a biggie. Food that would cause you to overeat. And I've seen this happen too, where people do not want to throw away food. Let's say you go to a restaurant. You're going to go somewhere after you go out to eat. And you order a lot of food and you don't realize it's going to be as much. You can't really keep it in the car with you. Maybe it's hot outside and there's not a place to store it and you're not going directly home. So you can't really brown bag it, but it may not be something that's safe to keep in the car. So there are times that we may have to throw things out. And speaking of that, there are times also when we're talking about people losing weight and getting healthy, and that's a big topic in January, right? That's something we hear a lot about. Sometimes we may need to throw things out if it's going to cause us to overeat. And I know no one likes to say that, but I used to remember my mom used to say, it's better to go to waste, W-A-S-T-E, then go to waste, W-A-I-S-T. I don't know if your mom ever told you that. So that's something else. And then I put down this one kind of as a little joke. Number five, food that's dropped on the floor unless you eat it within 5 seconds to the 5-second rule. But I've actually seen people eat food that has been dropped on the floor and maybe, you know, a dirty floor. That's probably not the best too. There's others of these too. It's controversial about the dented cans. I have some people that say it's okay to eat them. I have some people that say it's not. My husband told me his dad would never ever eat food from a dented can. I know people that do. You let me know how you guys feel about that. Will you eat food from a dented can? I'd like to know. How do you guys feel about food waste? When will you waste food? For me, it's mostly anything that smells or doesn't look good. I really am working hard on wasting less and less food, sharing what I have, buying less, and really being a good steward of what God's given me. But occasionally food waste does happen, and we want to make sure to keep ourselves healthy and safe. This is Money Mom signing off, and as always, I love you. Bye-bye.